Alright guys, I hate to be the bringer of bad news. I don't want to be that guy who says something just because it's the unpopular opinion. But this is the unpopular opinion, and it's the truth. The Chop Shop DLC on GTA Online is trash. Okay? I'll tell you why. I'll give you a few reasons. Reason number 1. You can only do the missions so many times per week before Rockstar says, nope, you've made too much money this week, come back later. That doesn't make any sense. You want more player engagement, you want more people playing your game. Why tell them they're making too much money and that they're not allowed to make any more this week? Oh yeah man, you've made too much money this week, come back later. Sorry. No sorry. Screw you. Number 2. We are missing a feature that was announced to be coming on launch. On launch of this DLC, they had announced you will be able to buy the vehicles that you steal. We still don't have that in GTA Online. We still are not able to do that. So Rockstar blatantly lied, knowing that was a feature that would not be there on release. And yet they still wanted to sell the DLC as if it was complete. It's not complete. It's an incomplete product. I don't care that that we don't have that on launch. What I care about is the fact that Rockstar said that it would be there on launch, and now it's not. Then we've got... how do I put this? Yes, I'm glad we can use the tow truck. No, I am not happy about the fact that it is locked to missions only for vehicles you can tow. That's great for RP. Having a tow truck is great for RP. But what good does it do if you can only use that inside of a mission and only to tow mission vehicles? And I don't want to hear some Rockstar fanboy saying, oh yeah man, it's because griefing. We have the Oppressor Mark II, do we not? Rockstar encourages griefing, do they not? They encourage cargo griefing. Rockstar incentivizes people to go and grief each other. So you cannot give me the to prevent griefing excuse, because that's blatantly untrue. Now the missions themselves, I've done, from the first week, I did the cargo ship one. That was pretty cool. That was fun. I also did the casino one. That was really fun. The one for the Bugatti, that was really fun. But the missions, right? I'm not saying the missions are bad, but I'm saying the DLC overall is mid. We were supposed to get new weapons, plural. We got one new weapon. It's the FAL, and it's a complete disgrace. You would think that something chambered in 308 would actually do damage and have decent range. No, it's got neither. It's not in the snipers category, it's not even semi-auto, it's full auto. So they made a cursed FAL, still the same caliber, hardly any more range than the other guns in the game, hardly any more damage than the other guns in the game, and it costs almost $500,000. What sense does that make, Rockstar? It doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy with the fact that we're getting new weapons. You know, having the MP9, having the FAL, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. If you do like the Milsim RPs like I do, it's cool that they're in the game. But why are they so bad? Why use the MP9 when you have the Uzi, when you have the Scorpion? Why use, why use the MP9 when you have the P90? Why use the FAL when you have the Tavor? why use any of them, you know? When you've got, you've got the M4, you've got the Tavor, you've got all these other good guns. Why use the new ones if they're not that good? The precision rifle. Dude, my hopes were so high for the precision rifle, and it flopped. It does the same damage as the marksman rifle, but the difference is, you don't get an actual scope to look through. Explain that. Explain why we have a sniper, a bolt action sniper, by the way, doing the same damage as, what's the marksman rifle based off of? Isn't it based off of the Mini 14? Mini 14 in a Sage EBR chassis? Ain't that what it's based off of? So why is something that high caliber doing the same damage as a 223, and it's got a way lower fire rate? Explain that one to me. And again, I know there's going to be Rockstar apologists out here who go, we don't care, or nobody cares. Like that one professional, like the one fanboy of the professional did, he went, no one cares, dude. Well, obviously he was offended. He obviously cared. He cared enough to comment. And I'm not saying he's a bad guy or he's stupid or whatever. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to tell someone that nobody cares when you obviously do. So if you care, that means someone else does. Someone who's not me. Yeah, I know it's kind of a lame excuse, or something like a lame comeback or whatever, but it's true. All of you know it is true. But this GTA DLC, it's underwhelming. The new content is cool, but the new cars, meh. That's all I can say. There's like 3 vehicles. As of right now, there's like 3, maybe 4 vehicles from the new DLC I would actually buy. The cop cars, now the cop cars, I'll buy those. Those are cool. I think it's awesome that we can finally have the cop cars. I don't think it's cool that they are like $4 million a pop, but I think it's cool that we can have the cop cars. That's nice. And, you know, no one's complaining about that. Nobody. I have not heard a single person complain about the fact that we can have cop cars. But what people are complaining about is the content itself being locked behind how much you make off of it. So just be warned, and I'm pretty sure you can only do each robbery mission once a week, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But it's ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous. I mean, Rockstar, I thought you guys were learning. We're gonna have to actually boycott your company altogether. I mean, look at what happened with the, what was it? The Criminal Enterprise update. Or the, what was that called? Criminal Enterprises update? Something like that? Where they finally, after like 8 years, let us do our business work in private lobbies without being blown up by some fat lard ass on an Oppressor Mark II. And the only reason Rockstar did that is because everyone was boycotting their company. I mean, Rockstar, we need you to understand, we don't like this content, we don't need it, we don't care about it. Stop giving us content that we don't care about. Start giving us content we ask for, and we won't have to boycott your company. It's really not that hard of a concept to understand. If you give your fans what they ask for, they'll respect you and give you money. You know, Hoyoverse with Genshin Impact seems to get that down pretty well. I don't mind spending money on Genshin Impact. Why? Because it's a good game and they actually listen to what the community wants. I don't understand. They're becoming like Ubisoft. Rockstar Games is becoming just like Ubisoft, where they ignore their projects, they ignore their fans, build it on spaghetti code, and then decide what they're going to patch. Very decisive or very picky about what they want to patch. And 9 times out of 10, they'll prioritize patching a money glitch over a God mode glitch. Rainbow Six Siege has the same issue. There was a while ago, there was a glitch to get free things from the shop on Rainbow Six Siege. Everyone who did that glitch got permanently banned. And it was something that happened on their watch. So Ubisoft, if anyone from Ubisoft watches this, I just want you to know, I lost a lot of respect for you guys based off of that one move. Those people could have spent hundreds of dollars on Rainbow Six Siege, had content that you can no longer get from 6, 7, 8 years ago, and it's gone. Permanent ban, because of a glitch that happened in your game on your watch. Just like how Rockstar Games reset people over a glitch that happened on their watch. Punishing people because of something on your end is ridiculous, especially when that thing they're doing is not negatively impacting other people in the game, that is. The Clash, the shoot through shield glitch with Clash, not a single person got banned for that. Mouse and keyboard cheaters, I have yet to see even one of them get banned on console. And that's the truth. The God mode glitches, the invisibility glitches, all that. I have yet to see anyone get banned for any of that. But yet, people are getting banned because they got free stuff from the shop. Because let's say they were short on money and they didn't have, you know, $25 for an elite skin. I think that's what some of the newer elites cost. They cost like $20, $25 now. The older ones are like 15 bucks, but $20, $25 for one skin is ridiculous. It's the same thing Overwatch is doing, where they're making you pay a ludicrous amount of money for skins. Like, yeah, cool. You know, the skin is really nice, but is it $20 type nice? No. And, you know, Ubisoft, you guys are stupid if you think it is. If you think it's like $25 type nice, you're out of your mind. Okay, people have actual expenses and can't afford to pay for stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't understand. The game hardly... I can't say that Rainbow Six hardly works. I can't say that. What I can say is... mouse and keyboard cheaters don't ever get banned on console. Griefers do not get banned on console. I have made at least 30 support tickets, and by the way, I have given up entirely on Ubisoft support. That's a different video in and of itself. But Ubisoft support does absolutely nothing, even when you send them proof of cheaters and griefers. They do nothing. And all the streamers act like it's no big deal and that Ubisoft doesn't, or that Rainbow Six, sorry, doesn't have this issue. I know I'm talking about Siege in a GTA themed video, but this will all line up, okay? I promise. Only big streamers, only when it happens to a big streamer, do the cheaters and the griefers get banned. GTA, only when it benefits you do you get banned. I used to do, this was during lockdown, by the way, don't judge me, but this was during lockdown, so we all had nothing to do. Nobody had anything better to do during lockdown, so I used to do the God Mode jet glitch. Thing is, I never got banned for that. I never even got punished aside from bad sport. And the only reason I got bad sport is because I kept blowing up personal vehicles. I had people from Rockstar spectating me because of how many times I got reported. And I didn't get banned. I got bad sport for what, a day? No, I'm sorry, I got bad sport for 2 days. And then I got out, and like a week later, I got put back into bad sport for 4 days. And I said, yeah, I hate this. I'm going to play legit now because I don't like bad sport lobbies. But that's what GTA Online has come to. They don't punish the people who actually make the game unfun. They punish people who just want to enjoy the game. And Ghost of Tabor has a similar issue, although not as bad. I will admit, not even close to as bad. But Ghost of Tabor does have a similar issue with a very toxic segment of the community, like a very bad... I don't want to say the community itself is bad, but there are definitely a lot of bad members of the community. Because I got killed by an actual hacker on Ghost of Tabor, and the problem with that is that there's no report button, so he'll never get banned. And I have the screenshot of the death card. It was, and I'll tell you exactly what it was, and this will be the last thing I compare GTA to before I try to wrap it up here. 257.7 meters with a MAP 49 9x19 full metal jacket, headshot, fatal shot, or fatal hit, head. Do you guys know where I was? So for those of you who play Ghost of Tabor or watch Ghost of Tabor, it was Nighttime Island of Tabor. I was in the radio, like the radio tower building, hiding behind a door. This guy shot me through the building from almost 260 meters away with a MAP 49. In the head, mind you, with 9x19 FMJ rounds. That is impossible. Even if he was in a gunfight and missed, that is impossible. Because it wouldn't have went through the wall. Now, going back to GTA before I wrap this up. Again, the amount of god murders, the amount of griefers is unacceptable. You know, as much as I'm excited for GTA 6, because I genuinely am excited, I am so worried that it's going to turn out like this. You know, GTA Online used to be amazing. It used to be special. GTA Online used to be something special. It's not anymore. It's lost its meaning. It's lost its luster. It's not that sought-after gem anymore. It's just there. It just exists. We just know of it. And that's the sad part, is that, again, GTA 5 used to be one of my favorite games. And now I hardly play it. I hardly play it because of all the issues. And because of the community and the developers. It sucks. You know, I made a video not a horribly long time ago about the state of gaming in 2023. And as much as I want to be optimistic, it's hard to when you see all these issues and how constant it is. So, I guess just with that being said, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.